everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Happy Saturday. I'm Stacey. This is
I'm
Steph.
Steph.
We are so excited to be here with you today for another fun weekend live reading sprint. So we love watching these, and we've done a couple on our channel already, but we're planning to do these every other Saturday at about the same time, 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern time. So we'd love for you to join us for the future sprints as well. Check our community tab because that's where we post all the updates about our upcoming sprints and when we schedule them and everything. But we're so glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here and you're coming across us for the first time, hi and welcome to our channel. We appreciate you stopping by. We're twin sisters who run this channel together, and we are multi-passionate. We make so much fun content in various areas. We do obviously books and reading content because we're huge bookworms. We also do lifestyle content, vlogs, business videos. Since we're both online business owners, we do planning videos, fashion, food, health and wellness, you name it, any of that. So if any of those topics interest you, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel if you're not already to support us. And if you want to attend our future live reading sprints like this, if you subscribe, you'll be notified every time we go live. So definitely hit the subscribe button, support our channel. If you haven't already, we would love to have you. And to our existing subscribers who are watching, welcome back. Thank you so much again for being here today. We're very, very excited to do some reading with you. It's a lovely Saturday afternoon. So this is the time during the weekend where we really love to get a lot of reading done. We like to designate time on Saturdays, especially in the afternoon, to read for a couple hours. So we figured that doing these sprints would be fun. So if you're just coming on, hi and welcome. Thanks for joining. We would love to know what you're reading. Let me just write that in the chat. We're so glad you're here. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. So nice to see you. Hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. Let us know in the chat how it's going. We're having a super chilled weekend. We don't really have any plans, and as homebodies and introverts, we kind of like it that way, to be honest. I prefer weekends with no plans just because we work all week. We're both online business owners, so we're super busy during the week, and the weekend is just our time to decompress and recharge. And of course, we like to get as much reading done as we can. So we're so glad it's the weekend, and it's a nice sunny weekend here. It's still cold, but it's pretty nice. But if you're joining, welcome. Let us know what you're currently reading in the chat. We'd love to hear. So I'm going to share what I'm reading first. So the book I'm currently reading that I'm going to be reading for today's sprint is called Bringing Down the Duke. And this book was actually Steph's book. She bought this book many years ago, and she didn't read it. And she was actually going to give it away because she didn't think she was going to read it. But I took a look at it in her giveaway pile, and it sounded good to me, so I decided to keep it and give it a try. And I am absolutely loving it so far. It's a historical romance book, which we both love historical romance. It's set in the 1800s. The characters are adorable so far, and I am absolutely loving it. You can see I've made most of the way through. I've been reading it during the work week. I like to read at night after work when I can. So I am on page 219 out of, I think it's like 330. So I have about like 110 pages left. My goal is to finish this in today's sprint. That would be amazing because it's my goal to finish a book every weekend. But I'm really enjoying this so far. Let us know in the chat if you've read this book. I would love to know your thoughts, but yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it so far, and that's what I'll be reading today. What are you reading today, Steph?
I'm currently reading The Iron Raven by Julie Kagawa. For those of you that don't know, this is the spin-off series to the Iron Face series which is one of my all-time favorite series. I read the Iron Fist series a long time ago, around like my early booktube days. So it was like a long time ago. So I've been wanting to read the spin-off series because I love Puck. He's one of my favorite characters in the Iron Fist series, and
Yes.
this is the first book in his new spin-off series, and I'm really enjoying it. I love being back in the Iron Fey world with like all the fairies, and I just love it so much. And being like I love being brought back not only back to the world, but I love revisiting a lot of the older characters from the Iron Fist series, like Megan and Ash, and like Grimwilkin, like the cat, and Puck, of course. And so, yeah, I just love this book so much. It's so nostalgic, and it's bringing back so many good memories of when I read the original series. I have also read the Call of the Forgotten series,
Mhm.
which is like the second spin-off series in the Iron Fey about Megan's younger brother Ethan. So this is the third series technically. So I've read the first two series, loved them, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the Iron Raven. I'm like almost done with the book. I have maybe like around 70 pages left. So if I can finish it this weekend, that would be great.
Yes.
And so yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, so we're both at like the tail ends of the books we're reading. We definitely think that we can finish them today. We're both like almost done with our books, and I have not read any books by Julie Kagawa yet. I have not read the series that Steph's reading. I haven't read any of her books yet. Steph is typically more of a fantasy reader than I am.
Mhm.
And I'm actually just now getting into fantasy. Like, I'm starting to really, really enjoy it. So my goal this year is to read a lot more fantasy because I typically read romance. Let us know in the chat what genres you like to read the most. But I'm definitely getting into fantasy, so I definitely want to read the Iron Face series and then all the books, and then get to this series. But that's just a beautiful cover. Is that the Fairy Loot cover?
Oh yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I forgot to mention that this is the Fairy Loot exclusive version, so it has the newer covers for the Iron
It's
Face series,
gorgeous.
but it also has like the sprayed edges, as you can see, like the yellow sprayed edges.
That's
And there's
gorgeous.
also like artwork underneath the dust jacket, and it's also like signed by
It's
the author.
signed.
It's really pretty.
Oh, there's nothing better than having a book signed by the author herself.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
that is so cool. And yeah, Fairy Loot is a subscription box if you're unaware, and they sell like limited edition, like really exclusive, fun covers of popular series. So that's where Steph tends to get a lot of her like fun covers. But that's a gorgeous cover. But I definitely do plan on reading that. And I forgot
Yes, you have to.
and I forgot to mention, for all of our reading sprints, we're doing like different themes for each one depending on the books we're reading. So the theme of today's is like fantasy and historical romance because those are the two genres that we're
Yep.
reading. But yeah, that's our chat. Let's see what everyone in the comments is saying. Hi Nancy, thanks for joining. So glad to have you here, and it was a pleasure chatting with you back and forth yesterday in the comments of our new video. If you guys haven't checked out our brand new video we posted yesterday, it's a little free library haul. Definitely check it out. It was super, super fun to film, and it's getting a great response on YouTube so far. So for those of you that did watch it, thank you for your support. I hope you enjoyed it. But Nancy and I were chatting back and forth in the comments. And Nancy, I also got your DM on Instagram. So thanks for sending that. And I did respond, but I didn't check to see if you responded back. So if you responded back, I apologize for not getting back to you yet. But if you didn't, then definitely check out the DM, or I can answer your question here. But I know you were asking how to find little free libraries. So if you didn't see my message, and for anyone here who's interested in finding little free libraries near them, what you want to do is download. There's an app that you can get on your smartphone from the App Store, and it's called Little Free Library. So when you download it, you can put your location in. It'll ask for like your zip code, your state, and everything. And then it'll pull up on the map all the local little free libraries that you have near you, and it'll tell you the address, and some of them have like a picture of it, so that you can just literally go drive to them, and you can actually check in on the app when you go to each one, which is really fun because you could see like how many people checked in and went there. So I think the app is newer, but like we just discovered it not that long ago. It could have been around, but definitely check out the Little Free Library app for your phone if you want to find local Little Free libraries near you. We have a bunch just in our town, and we actually did a vlog a little while ago sharing all of them. We did a vlog like taking you to all of them with us. So definitely check out that video on our channel if you missed it.
I would show the app, but
It's okay.
I'm not sure where my phone is right this second.
It's all right. It's just, the app's just called Little Free Library. You
Yeah.
can't miss it. And let's see here. Nancy said today's going pretty well. I'm about to go out and find me some books.
Oh, nice! Are you gonna go book shopping?
Are you going book shopping or are you going to Little Free Libraries? That is so exciting. Oh, I think you answered our question. You said I'll be using the app today.
Yeah, nice.
Were you able to find the app in the App Store and download it? Definitely let us know. And I know you mentioned that you had just moved to New Jersey recently. I'm sure you have a lot of Little Free Libraries near you, and we're actually in Connecticut, so we're not that far. We're about like 4 hours or so from you. But yeah, let us know if you got the app, and definitely keep in touch and share on Instagram with me. If you found any books today when you go out, I would love to know what books you found in your Little Free Libraries. It's just so much fun because
it's like one of our favorite hobbies.
Yes, because you don't know what you're going to find. It's literally like walking blindly into a used bookstore because, you know, it's not like the typical stock that like Barnes & Noble has or a traditional bookstore. Like they're literally used books. So it's so fun. You don't know what you're going to find. There could be so many hidden gems. We recently found, like I showed in the video, a bunch of cozy mysteries, some business and self-help books, and a classic. And a lot of them have like children's books, middle grade, like you name it. So like there's so much fun, Nancy. So I'm excited that you are going to Little Free Libraries. Definitely let me know on Instagram if you find any books. I would absolutely love to know, and I would love to hear because it's just so much fun to see, like I said, what other people find. But yeah, I hope you're all doing very well and are enjoying your Saturday. Nancy, are you going to be reading on the sprint with us today, or are you just hanging out and chatting? No worries. If anyone doesn't actually want to read and you just kind of want to hang out, feel free. If you have work to do, go for it. Get your work done. Like you don't necessarily have to read with us, but yeah, whatever you want to do is fine. But we're going to get started, I think, with our first sprint. What do you think, Steph? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody ready? Let's get started. So it's 1:13. Should we do 45 minutes? How long do you think we should do? Should we read until 2?
Yeah, I would say 40 minutes is good.
Okay.
Let's do like a nice balance.
So I'm gonna get that set up. Yeah, I think 45 minutes is a good time. So I'm just getting that set up here. And Nancy said, I just want to listen, thank you. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. So if this is your first sprint, the way that these work is we put on an ambiance video with no sound because we can't use music because YouTube will copyright slam us. So we have to keep these silent. So we're going to put on an ambiance. We're going to get started and do some reading for 45 minutes. We're going to read until 2 o'clock Eastern time. So it's about 45 minutes. And then we'll come back on here and chat and perhaps do another sprint if we have time. But like the sprints are completely silent, like I said, because we can't play music. So if you want some music in the background or anything like with what you're doing, feel free to play your own music on your end. But we just can't play any music from our end or else we'll get a copyright strike. So just to give you a heads up about that, some people like the silence, some people don't. I personally like it to be quiet when I'm reading.
Me too.
And Steph does too, but everyone's different. So if it's too quiet for you, feel free to play your own music. But we're going to get started with the sprint. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to pull up our ambience here. And we picked like an enchanted fairy ambiance today to go with what we're reading. There we go. So like I said, there's no sound, but you get this really nice picture. So we are going to get started with the sprint. And let's see how much reading we can get done, and we'll check back in at 2 o'clock Eastern time.
Happy reading.
Happy reading, everybody.
If anyone's reading with us.
Yeah, happy reading. All right, everybody. We finished the first sprint. That went by really, really quick. I can't believe 45 minutes have already passed, but it was a really good sprint for me. I'm still working on this book, and I think I read about 50 pages in the sprint. I'm on page 260 now, so I'm really, really getting close to being almost done. And like I said, I'm really, really enjoying this. The book just keeps getting better and better, so I'm super excited about it. So it was a really good sprint. I'm very, very close to finishing. I have about 70 pages left, so I think I'll be able to finish in the next sprint. How did your reading go, Steph?
I think I've read around 16 pages.
That's not bad.
I'm a slow reader, so
That's pretty good. Like, I think that's a really good start. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, let us know in the chat down below how many pages you were able to read if you participated in the first sprint with us. We would love to know, or what you got up to during that time if you didn't read. We would love to hear from you. But yeah, that was a very productive sprint. We'll probably do one more. I'm thinking for today to keep it around 2 hours. We plan on doing longer sprints in the future, so put in the chat if you prefer longer sprints. I personally like long ones. Do you, Steph?
yeah.
I like longer sprints most of the time, so I can just really binge read my book. But let us know if you prefer longer or shorter sprints. And like I said, what you're currently reading and how many pages you're able to get done in the first sprint. This book is really, really good right now. It's like at a great point, so I'm really excited to just finish the rest of it and just be done with it, and then pick my next book to read, probably to start later this weekend. But it always feels good to finish a book like on the weekend, so that's always my goal. And this book that I'm reading, Bringing Down the Duke, it has multiple books in the series, and they're all, I think, companion novels. So the main character, Annabelle, in this book, she goes to Oxford University, and she has like a friend of girls, like a girl group that she hangs out with. So I think the other books in the series are like all about her friends and like their romances. It's kind of like Bridgerton, if you read the Bridgerton series, how each book is about like each sibling kind of. That's how this series is, but it's like different friends and their love stories. So I'm really loving this book. I definitely do think that I will read the other ones, probably not right away because we don't own them. But I'll probably buy the other ones on Kindle at some point, maybe if they go on sale, since I'm trying to buy more books on Kindle these days just to save space. How was your sprint stuff? Like, how are you? Are you still enjoying the book right now?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah. Is there like anything crazy happening or like not too much?
There's a lot of bad people, a lot of bad things going on in the world. So the main characters are trying to like kind of help everyone.
Yeah.
Typical fantasy.
I was just gonna say, that's your typical fantasy book. But yeah, let us know, even if you're watching the replay, what you're reading and how much you were able to get done. If you're watching the replay, in the chat, put hashtag replay so we know that you're here for the replay. It's fun to see who came back to watch it later. So put hashtag replay in the chat if you're watching the replay, but we appreciate you watching, whether you're joining us live or if you're watching later on after this goes live on YouTube. And all of our live streams are posted on our YouTube channel under the live tab on our channel. So you can always go back and watch them if you miss them or you're not able to catch the whole thing and you want to catch up on it. Definitely check out the live tab on our channel where all of our lives are published after being recorded from YouTube. So they're always uploaded there if you miss anything. Do you want to do like one more sprint maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, since it's a pretty
After 2.
it's a pretty chill, quiet day. So why don't we do it's 2:06 here. Do you want to do maybe like one more 45-minute sprint?
Yeah, that's fine.
Um Actually, let's do 50 because it's like an odd time. So I'm gonna put the banner back on. So I'm just gonna put read until 50. So we'll read till 10 of 3 Eastern time. And this will be our last sprint for the day just because we have another event happening at 3 o'clock. So we don't want to be on here past that time. But another time we'll absolutely do a longer sprint. But I think for today, 2 hours is good. So we're going to start our last sprint of the day, our second sprint. Like I said, we'll be reading until 10 of. So feel free to jump back in with us. I'm hoping to finish this book. And we're going to jump back in. And when time is up, we will come back and do one more reading update. And then we will wrap up for the day. So let's get started with the last sprint. Happy reading, everybody. Hi everybody, we're back. We have to unfortunately end the sprint 5 minutes early because our battery's dying. So I'm sorry about that. But let us know in the comments how the second sprint was for you. And if you read a lot. I am pleased to say that I finished the book, which was my goal, and I give it 5 out of 5 stars. It was so, so good. Of course, it's romance, so it had a happy ending, and it just came together perfectly. I just love these characters so much. If you've never read Bringing Down the Duke, I highly recommend checking this out if you like historical romance. But I started this a couple days ago. I'm so, so glad I finished it. It was just so, so adorable, so amazing. So I'm so glad I finished it. I'm definitely going to be starting another book later on this weekend, but I did finish it, which was my goal. Let us know in the chat how much you were able to read during this sprint. The sprints always go by super quickly, so I'm very happy about that. Steph, did you get any reading done this sprint?
Yeah, I've been around 20 pages.
How many pages do you have left? Because you're almost done.
Around 40.
That's not bad. So 20 pages is good, but let us know in the chat how much you were able to get done. We have to wrap up the sprint a little early today, so I apologize. But thank you all so much for joining. We really appreciate you being here and hanging out with us today on this lovely Saturday afternoon or whatever time it is where you live. We love reading on the weekends, and so we are so happy to have you join us. If you're catching the replay, thank you for watching the replay, and if you were live, thank you for joining us live. We appreciate you so much, and we're going to be doing sprints, like I said, for now every other Saturday, but we're probably going to do them every Saturday in the future. So unless we change our minds, our next sprint is going to be 2 weeks from today, which is Saturday. I believe it's April 1st. So we will see you back in 2 weeks, same time on our channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already to support us, and so you're notified of all of our sprints. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave your updates in the chat, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks again for joining us. Happy Saturday, and we'll be back again soon. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.